What's up, Facebook Live? My first ever Facebook Live. And you know what, guys? I know this Facebook Live was at such a short notice, so I'm not expecting too many people to be on this call. However, at the same time, I know there'll be people who are watching it later, and I totally understand that, you know what I'm saying? But I will wait a moment or two just to see how many, well, if anyone does come on or how many people do come on, just so, you know, I don't get started and then they've come on and are a little bit confused. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Shiv, hope you're well. Anwar Hussein, hopefully you're well as well. Yes, Anwar. Alexander, yes, guys, people are coming on. Hope you're all well. Yes, Travis, hope you're amazing. We're just getting ready to get started, guys. And I really appreciate you being on the call. Hello, Danny. Hope you're well as well. And yes, Anwar, it's been a long time. We've got to catch up soon. Yes, Joris as well. Hope you're well. Wow, you know, we've got people from all around the world right now coming on. Yes, Name, how you doing? Cody as well. Wow. I think we're going to have a big audience today. Jabbar Shango, how you doing? You're good. And guys, you know, feel free to comment on the Facebook Live as well. Hello, Name. Hope you're well. Yes, Suman, how you doing? All right. And, you know, this is my first ever Facebook Live, so hopefully you're going to be excited. Yes, Uma, you made it. You said you're going to come on the call. Yeah, what's up, Cody? I'm amazing. Thanks. Hopefully you're going to love this Facebook Live today. And yes, Travis, I really appreciate that. So look, you know, yes, Zaina, wow. Loads of people are coming to the call. It's crazy. I wasn't expecting this reception today, seeing as I gave it at such short notice. But hopefully, guys, you are going to enjoy what I'm about to give today. You know what I'm saying? So look, guys, as I said, we'll wait a moment or two, and then we'll just get started. And by the way, you know, this is interactive. You know, if you want to say anything on the in the comments or anything like that, feel free. If you want to ask a question, anything like that, I don't mind answering it, whether it's during what I'm saying or after, right? And, you know, I really hope that today's Facebook Live is going to give you guys some value. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Syed, hope you're well. And yes, Uma. Yes, bro. And yeah, I'm actually really excited. I'm actually very excited. I've never done this before. And although I do make videos, I've never done a Facebook Live. So if I do mess up, that means I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Mamraz, hope you're well. Mamraz, bro, you know, I really like what you're doing in terms of your boxing. Keep it up. Hopefully you're going to smash it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Rima, a long time. Hopefully you're well too. We're just getting ready, guys, and started. Going to literally start in like half a minute, hopefully, and really get onto the topic. So yeah, guys, you know, it's been a long time. I can see, you know, a lot of you haven't seen for a long time. Walaikum salam rahmatullahi barakatuh. Mamraz, my brother. You know, I'm really going to come and see one of your fights, man. I'm actually loving your documentation of your boxing career. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Shiraz. Hopefully you're well, bro. It's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? And thanks, Uma, bro. I try to look good, yeah. Yes, Aliman. Aliman's also a cousin of mine. This guy, you know, amazing boxer. So look, guys, you know, let's get started. You know, we've got quite a few of you on the call today. I don't want you on the call, you know, just waiting, thinking, what is he going to talk about, right? You know, yes, Adil, friend of mine, is a lawyer. Yeah. Hopefully, well, you know, yes, Wad, you know, guys, look, you know, I'm going to get started. And as you can see in the title, it's about not caring about what people think. Right? You know, so whether you're watching this or whether it's live or whether you're watching it when it's recorded, you know, hopefully you're going to receive some value from it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm making this video today and doing this live is on this topic especially, yes, Edward, hope you're well. You know, the reason why I'm doing this topic, especially in this video, is because I genuinely believe that this is the reason why most people don't do what they want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? So the main message of this whole thing, this video live I'm going to do today, is going to be for you to stop caring about what people think. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've realized in my life is that whilst you're thinking, hey, Bradil, you know, whilst you're thinking about what other people are doing, and what they're thinking about you, they're thinking exactly the same thing. They're thinking what you're thinking about them. And this is the crazy thing about society. You see, you know, most people, they don't get to do what they want to do because they're too worried about what other people will be thinking about them. And this actually means that a lot of people aren't able to do what they want to do. Yes, Saf, hopefully well. Yes, Raka, you know. And, you know, that's why I'm going to do this call today and to shed a bit of light on how I view things, how I feel about things, and why when I, you know, do things, I don't care what anyone thinks and what anyone says. And that, you know, ultimately has resulted in me being able to do so many different things in life that some people have even thought of crazy, but guess what? I've had the best time of my life. You know what I'm saying? So why does it matter whether you care what people think, and when should it matter and when should it not matter? Thanks, Abigail. I love your videos. Yes, Jazz, Big John's, the Big John's owner. I love Big John's, by the way, guys. If you're ever going to eat any fast food and you're in Birmingham or, you know, make sure you go to Big John's. But guys, you know, let's start this off. So look, guys, there are times when you don't have to think about what people think, and there are times when you should care. And what I'm going to do first right now is I'm just going to talk about when you should care, because I'm going to move on to the main topic, which is why you shouldn't care, right? But why should you care and when should you care, right? While 95% of the time you should never care what people think or say about you, right? But when should you care? Now, this is in terms of, let's say they're your employees. Let's say you've got a business. Let's say your employees, your customers, whatever it is that you're doing. And if you're doing something which is immoral or unethical, well, it's wrong in society, you know what I'm saying? Then you should actually care, because then you will actually be able to realize, you know what, I've done wrong, and you've messed up. So you know what? Then you've got to care, and maybe you can reflect on it and move forward. But now, having said that, let's talk about the main issue. Why should you not care what people think and what people say about you? The reason is, in fact, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my shades on right now, because I'm about to give you some fire, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get blinded by my own fire. If you've got any shades on, put them on yourself, guys, you know what I'm saying? Because, guys, look, I am so fired up and excited to be on this call today. So look, guys, why should you not care what people think? Let me give an example. Guys, you're going to have many instances in life when you're going to do things which you wanted to do, but most people are going to say that you're crazy, you're stupid, you're silly, you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too tall, you're too short to do it. And you know what? Whatever they're going to say about you, and whenever you're going to try and do it, you might actually stop doing it or not even try doing it. Does that make sense? So let's say, for example, you started doing something, but now people have been trying to become negative to you, or they've given you negative energy and saying, you know what, you're wrong. Sorry, who's that? I'm Alkan. You know what? I appreciate that. I will slow down. I'm just so excited, but you know what? That feedback is amazing. So look, hopefully you're well as well. So look, guys, in life, you're going to try to do many things, and there's going to be many people who are going to try and say negative things about you. Now, they might actually be true, right? Or most of the time, they might actually just be hating on you. And the problem in society is that people allow these negative thoughts or negative words to get to them, and they actually don't end up doing nothing. Now, this could be anything in life. This could be business. This could be education. This could be some form of martial art, boxing, kickboxing, because I know we've got Farhad with an amazing trainer, kickboxing trainer, right? On the call as well. And it could be kickboxing, it could be boxing, it could be anything you want to do. You could probably want to be a ballet dancer. If you're a guy and you want to be a ballet dancer, you know what? Do it. You know what I'm saying, guys? This is a locker room conversation. This is not me trying to be professional. I'm going to be real on this call. When I'm talking to you like we're having a locker room conversation, okay? So you might hear me, hopefully I won't swear or anything, but you might be hearing me talking to me in a bit of slang, and hopefully, you know what, you can understand and relate to what I'm talking about, right? So look, guys, when it comes to not caring about what people think or say, the problem is that a lot of people allow it to affect them, right? So whatever you want to, exactly, haters going to hate. So exactly what you want to do, in life, you're going to get many people who are going to turn around and say, oh, you know what? This guy's crazy, this guy's silly, he's stupid. You know what? If you jump in that, ring, you're going to get banged out. Things like that. And you know what happens? People actually end up doing nothing because of this. Because they actually think that, you know what? If I do this, people are going to laugh at me. Now, let me give an example. The crazy thing about life is this, guys. We all know, whoever's on this call, you must know. And if you don't know, hopefully you're going to realize it now. To succeed in anything in life, you got to be willing to fail. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going to do in life, you got to be willing to fail. But the problem we have in society is people are insecure, right? And that's exactly what it is. When you care about what people think, you're insecure, right? Appreciate that, yeah. So look, you are actually insecure. Why? Because you're allowing what someone else has said to affect you, right? So that means that maybe, okay, or do you believe that they're right? If they think you're crazy or you're going to get banged out in that ring, for example, if I say it's boxing, that means you must have some form of insecurity that you feel, okay, you know what? Maybe that person is right. What if that does happen? But you're not also thinking, yes, Mav, you're not also thinking, thanks, Danny, you're not also thinking about the fact that, hold up one second, most people, anyone who succeeded always, or anyone who succeeds, right, always says that you've got to fail before you succeed. You've got to keep failing and failing and failing. And it's usually not one failure. Many individuals fail so many times. And I'm not going to talk about failure and success right now because I might leave that for something else. But, exactly, Saf, you can't learn from mistakes till you make them. Exactly, I really respect that. Exactly what you just said there. Now, look, The problem is people are insecure, so they don't actually want to do anything because they feel that what if I do it and I mess up and I fail? But that defeats the whole purpose of success. That's why most people are miserable, right? Because they're allowing what other people are thinking or saying to get to them. And this is before they've even said it. See, sometimes you might actually be caring about what other people are potentially going to say or think before they've even done that. You might think, oh, I can't do that. You know, I could say to you, listen, go, I don't know, go do something, anything, like literally anything. Let's say I say to you, public speaking, for example. Public speaking, because I like public speaking. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, they don't like to publicly speak. They say one of the biggest fears in the world is publicly speaking. But why are people scared to publicly speak? I'll tell you why. Because it's not that they can't talk. Everyone can talk. I promise you, you sit down a person who's scared to publicly speak and you're sat with them, they'll talk to you normally. But if you put them in front of a crowd, they'll be like, hey, you know, I can't do that. But why can't you do that? Because you're going to be thinking, what are they thinking about me? Does that make sense? And this is the crazy thing, right? And the craziest thing even more is that that's the reason you're not doing it. See, you will never find someone who actually did go and publicly speak and say, you know what, that was the worst experience of my life. They won't actually say that. They'll always say something like, even if it weren't the best job they ever did, they'll be like, you know what, that weren't actually as bad as I ever thought. And that's how life is. There's going to be many things where, you know, you might even think before even anyone said or thought anything, you're already allowing it to get to you. So imagine when they do say something, you are dead. You are dead meat. It's never going to happen. Does that make sense? You're never going to do it. And this is why it's so important not to care what people think or say. You have to basically have a threshold. Look, don't get me wrong. Everyone's got a threshold, right? Where you will obviously get to a point where certain things might happen, and you know, if you've messed up big time, let's say for example, messed up big time, right? You know, you might actually then start thinking, oh, what are people thinking about me? I might think I'm a bad person or blah, blah, blah. But look, it's your life. You do you. Whatever you want to do, you do it. You don't allow other people to control your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you're not going to get anywhere. I'll give you an example. You know, when I was in university, I was rapping. You know, I've got a few people on here, you know, who knew when I was in university with me, they knew when I was rapping, right? You know? And when I was rapping, for example, you know, I remember before I started rapping when I was in uni, it was for a laugh, literally. Guess what, guys? You know, I didn't even think I was all that, but guess what? I just did it in front of a few friends, and a few friends were like, you know what, yeah, you should do it. I didn't really give a shit. I just found it fun. Does that make sense? And I thought, you know what, I'll do it. Now, then I had a few friends saying, oh, come on, bro, you don't want to do that. Exactly, Saf, I agree with that, right? You know, and, you know, I was, you know, rapping and I started going out there, literally, guys. It was in front of crowds, random crowds. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, guys, I got a little rap for you. I weren't no sick rapper. I know so many people who were amazing. Now, guess what happens? You know, there were people trying to say, oh, he's not all that, he's not all that. Guess what? But it was me who was actually, you know, I'm not about that life anymore in terms of being a party anymore. But in my uni days, it was a little bit different. So, you know, I was getting invited to party after party after party. I was going places, and it was absolutely... Thanks to Saf, at least thinks I was good at rapping. See, you know, thanks for that. But to be honest with you, you know, I didn't really think I was all that. Maybe many people didn't think I was all that. But at the same time, I didn't care, right? I did not care. Literally, I was going in front of crowds. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'll do it for a laugh. I was going to party after party after party. And let me tell you something, guys. That was one of the best experiences of my life. I had an absolutely amazing and incredible opportunity. Why? Because I didn't give a damn. I didn't care. What the... FM, you know, does that make sense? I didn't really care, yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna do me, and this is me, right? And I don't care what anyone says. Look, for example, you know, even right now when I'm doing this call, I could have thought, what are you guys gonna think about me? Why is this guy doing a Facebook Live for? You know, blah, 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 blah. But now, you know, I'm receiving positive feedback. So what if I had allowed any negativity to get to me, thinking, oh, you know what, you shouldn't do a Facebook Live. What if you mess up? It's not like it's recorded, right? Whatever you're going to say, if you mess up, you mess up. Does that make sense? What if they don't like what you say? I don't care. Look, if you listen to me right now and you don't like what I'm saying, cool, you do you. But if you've got some constructive feedback, give me that constructive feedback, okay? And South Korea, you want me to repost the rap? Okay, interesting. Thanks a lot, Osama. I really appreciate that. It's all about being real. You know what I'm saying, guys? I love being real. Now, look, guys, this is what I'm saying, you know. I want you guys to just realize that do never care what people think or say, and just do you, no matter what it is in life. You know, I don't care if you're a guy and you want to do ballet, right? I don't give a damn. Do it. This ain't Billy Elliot, and even Billy Elliot smashes it in that movie. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm saying? Guess why? Because once you follow what you want to do in life, as long as it's morally and ethically right, I promise you something, your life becomes fun. You have so much fun, it becomes crazy, guys. And I'm telling you this based on my own experience, guys. You know, I've been in positions where I've been around people, and now, you know, they didn't want to do certain things at the time, but now they turn back and say, you know what? I should have actually done that. Why didn't I do that? You can either be the person who, when you're, exactly what Danny just said, don't be a sheep. You can be someone who lives their life as a sheep just to stay under the radar, just to stay, I don't, people are going to say this, people are going to say that, so I'm not going to do nothing. When you're 50, 60, 70 years old, you're going to look back at life and think, fucking hell, because when you realize, sorry about the swearing, but when you, as I told you guys, it's a locker room conversation, right? So when you realize that, hold up, it didn't even matter, then you're gonna want to punch yourself in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be anything. This could be, if you're a guy or a girl who's watching this and you've got a secret crush or something, right? You've got someone who you admire, for example, right? And you might be a bit shy and you might be thinking, you know what? Oh, I can't approach them. What are they going to say? Or what if I do approach them and other people find out? Listen, fuck them. The truth is this. If you don't try in life, you don't know. You got to do you. You got to do what you want to do and not have any regrets at the end of your life. As long as it's morally and ethically right, it's cool, right? And as I said to you guys, I just want to reiterate this fact. The reason why most people don't do it is it's not just caring about what people think. It relates to your own insecurities. Now, to break an insecurity, you got to prove to yourself that it's not an insecurity anymore. You got to prove to yourself that you're confident, right? So, if you've got certain things that, if you want to do certain things in life, guys, and you're thinking in your head, and you've been holding yourself back, like, for example, you might be watching this right now, stuff like, thanks, I said, if you're looking at the video right now and you're thinking, you know what, he's right, I've been thinking about doing this, but I never did it because I really care what people do. You know what? Or people are going to say, you know what, do it. I'm promising you. Listen, comment if you want right now. Because you know what they say, when you write things down, you ensure they happen. Come and tell the world, who cares? Do what you want to do. And if you fail, you just get back up and you do it again. And maybe, you might not want to do the same thing again. You can do other things, right? Let me give you an example. We've got a few boxers on here right now. We've got, my little nephew, Ali, check him out, Ali Tazim, incredible boxer as well. We've got Mamraz, we've got Farah, the kickboxer. And these, why I keep relating it to martial arts as well is because I love martial arts. Whether it's boxing or kickboxing, whether it's any type of martial art, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And, what I really believe is, that in terms of whatever you want to do in life, you got to realize that, you can't care what people think. And these individuals, why I just mentioned them is because they do boxing, right? Comment in the boxes if you're a boxer or a Thai boxer, whatever you do, would it make a difference? If you lose a fight, do you sit there thinking, what are people thinking? Or do you think, the next time I'm going to go back to that fight, whatever's going to happen, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure I'm going to win, right? Because that's the winning mindset. Winners don't win by caring what people think. You know what I'm saying? Winners don't win by thinking, oh, if I do this, that's going to happen. Do you think Conor McGregor cares? Look, Conor McGregor is, he's an extremely successful MMA fighter, right? He's been banged out. He fought Mayweather, he lost a fight, blah, blah, blah. He lost a few fights. Does he care? He keeps coming back. Why? Because he does not care what anyone thinks. And that's making him even more successful. And let me tell you something, when you become a person, when you become an individual, right, who does not care what people think or say, I promise you something. You stop caring about other things as well. It's not just about what people say or think now. It's about things in life. Like, for example, you just start to laugh at certain things and think, I don't even care about that as well, right? It's not just about people anymore. It's like you probably, tripped over, like in the past, you might be walking down the road and you might trip over or, anything could happen. You might have left your wallet at home, you've gone to the shop. You might think, oh shit, man, it's going to be a bad day. But now you're laughing, I don't care, I don't care. Because you get to a point where you stop caring about shit that doesn't make sense. And that relates to things as well. It's not just people, it can relate to things, right? Because you just want to realize that you're in your life, you can care about so many things which don't matter, and that actually hinders your success in what you're doing. Now, success is defined by everyone as differently. Does that make sense? Look, if you go to uni, for example, right? Okay, when Altaf Ali, I respect your comment. I said Conor McGregor fought Mayweather for the money, bro. But look, he fought for the money, but what he did it as a businessman, and he was successful in what he did. Does he care? Does that make sense? Does he really care whether he lost or not? He's probably sitting at home thinking, I'm going to give two shits about it. Why? Because, haters are going to hate no matter what you're going to be in life. You could be the best person in the world, I promise you. You know what? Not everyone's going to like you. That's the truth. And in fact, you know what? You actually want people to hate you. This is the craziest thing. Why? Because the more people are hating on you, the more the real people out there are going to think, you know what? Because real recognizes real. You know what I'm saying? Real people out there will be like, hold on 1 second. There must be something about this guy because, or girl, or lady, you know, because people are talking shit about them. And I know that I've had people talk shit about me in the past. So you know what? Let me find out a little bit more about this person. Then they start to do their research on you. They find out and think, you know what? Hold up. I like this person, right? And that's okay. Maybe that's probably on a different level, okay, if you've got a lot of haters and a lot of people know you. But let's say on the smaller level, right? You know, as I said, you know, if whatever you want to do, if you want to be a bloody artist, right? Exactly what Danny said. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing nothing right. Exactly, right? You know, so if you whatever you want to do, if you want to be a bloody artist, right? Not a bloody artist, yeah, you know, but you know, in a good way anyway, right? Yeah, not in a bad way. If you want to be an artist, you want to be whatever you want to be, you do it. I don't care where you grew up. And let me just share a quick story with you, because I don't want to keep you guys on here for too long. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give you guys a little bit of value. And then, can you hear me or not? Okay, hello? So please type 1 if you can still hear me, because it messed up for a second. Okay, amazing. Okay, hopefully it's... Okay, so people are joining and they're watching. Okay, it's cool. Okay, so as I was saying, guys, you can't really care what people say or think about you, because for you to become successful in anything, you've got to really realize that it's going to be down to you. Once you start thinking about what other people are thinking or saying about you, that's when you're never, ever, ever going to get anything done, right? And this is what I want you to realize, and this is why I've got you on the call. And, you know, thanks, guys. You know, I've seen the numbers coming through now for some reason. I think it's running a bit slow. But, guys, look, you know, thanks for commenting as well, sharing with me. You know, I appreciate that. Zachary, Usama, you know, and Danny, you know. Guys, you know, as I was saying to you, you know, look, where I grew up, you know, many of you, you know, some of you know me, some of you don't know me personally, where I grew up and how I grew up. But let me tell you something right now, you know, I don't mind being real, you know, because I believe in integrity. I want to tell you guys, you know, a bit about myself, so you know, where I came from and what I'm trying to say. Look, guys, you know, exactly something. So look, you know, I grew up in an area where it was, ghetto, you could say, right? Not ghetto as in a third world country ghetto, right? But, you know, there were people out there who wanted to commit, you know, criminal activities to do whatever they want, right? And they were doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? And I don't condone it and stuff like that, but, you know, that's how we grew up. Now, look, I ended up going to university. Now, let me tell you something right now, you know, although I had certain friends from where I grew up, and it wasn't a big thing, like being around them sort of people when I'm growing up, you know, especially when people think being a gangster is cool. I grew up growing up around these people and I'm studying. I could have thought, oh, they're going to think I'm a nerd. They're going to think this guy's like this. You know what? I didn't give a shit, because I'm looking at my future thinking I'm going to do this and I'm going to make my future. I want to do things the right way and put food on my current family and my future family's table, right? And I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. I don't care what no one says. Does that make sense? And you know what? People actually respect you. I swear to God. You know, you'd be surprised, you know, growing up, especially how I grew up, you know, you'd think that people would think you're crazy, especially, you know, especially when some people are being mocked for, you know, studying and stuff like, oh, you're a nerd and blah, 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 right? You know, but I don't even think that happens in a ghetto area. That happens in any area, right? Sometimes people will be like, oh, he's a nerd, why is he studying for, right? You know, come on, man, you're not going to become a doctor or something like that. But the truth is this, right? I didn't give a damn, and I had the best time of my life when I went to uni. Obviously, look, you know, I studied law, you know, I had a good time in uni as well, and I decided to get involved in other ventures and, you know, get involved in business. But look, I would never trade that for anything, right? Because I had an amazing time as well. And it was great, and I learned something, and it really taught me so many valuable skills, right? And this is what I'm trying to say. Had I been a person thinking what other people thought, I'll promise you one thing, guys. You know, today I would not be this individual on the camera with you right now talking to you guys. I would be an individual who was probably in prison or, you know, moving kilos of God knows what, or stabbing someone, or I don't know, something crazy, right? But because I had goals and I didn't care what no one thought, and I didn't want to follow the crowd and be like a sheep, I ensured that I was going to do what I wanted to do, and it was going to be morally right and ethically right, and, you know, and I realized it was the best decision of my life. And that's what you've got to be thinking. You know, whatever you're going to do in life, whatever you're going to think, you know, make sure that it's morally and ethically right, and you do not care what anyone thinks or says. That's what I want to say right now, guys. You know, just don't care what anyone thinks or says, and I'll promise you something. Your life will be incredible. People are going to hate on you. They're going to say you're crazy. They're going to say you're stupid. They're going to say you're silly. They're going to say you're funny. They're going to say you're ugly. They're going to say you're fat. They're going to say you're skinny. They're going to say you're going to get banged out. They're going to say that your work or whatever you've done, or your masterpiece, or whatever it is, or, you know, your whatever you've developed is shit. Yeah? But let me tell you something. once you get to where you want to get to, them same people are going to come to you and they're going to ask you how you did it. See, the crazy mentality of this world is this. Most people, when you're working towards whatever you want to do, they will laugh at you and ask you why you did it. But once you actually do it, they say, how did you do it? Right? And it's absolutely crazy, guys, right? Yeah? And, you know, I don't want to get into too much about purpose and stuff because I can go in that in another video. And, you know, but the main point about this video was, guys, that, you know, don't care what people think and don't care what they say. You do you and keep doing you. And, you know, as long as you're doing you and you know you've done your best of ability. Thanks, Anwar, yeah? Oh, yes, Danny, yeah. You know, as long as you're doing you and you're doing it to the best of ability, F what people think. Does that make sense? Hopefully it's provided you guys with some value. And now, you know, I want you to go out there, you know. I want you to go out there literally and, you know, do what you have been meaning to do for a long time. Sorry, exactly. Haters gonna hate, and you're right, you know. You're right. The crazy ones that succeed in life, you know. And it's true, you know, let people think you're crazy. Let people think you're stupid. But let me tell you something right now, right? You just do what you want to do. And you know, when you're 50, look, even if you don't succeed, even if you do not succeed, right? You know, I appreciate that. You're very welcome, Patrick. Look, you know, even if you do not succeed, guys, even if you do not get to where you want to get to, at least, you will not be that individual at the age of 60, 70, 80. I hope you all live that long, right? And, you know, saying, I wish. With your little grandkids or, you know, whoever you're talking to, any little youngster who approaches you and says, oh, have you got any advice for me when, you know, have you got any advice for me as a young adult or a young child or a young kid wanting to make it big in life? I don't want you to be a person saying, don't do this, don't do that, or you know what, I wish I had done this, because I don't really think it's going to be don't do this or don't do that, because once you get to that age, thank you very much, guys, you know, I really appreciate that, and you know, once you get to that age where, you know, you're going to realize, well, you're going to get to a certain age, and it might not be age, it might be a point in life where you're going to realize, you know what, that didn't even matter, right? That did not matter, so why did I even care about it at the time, right? And there's so many things that I said that'll happen in your life where you're going to be thinking, people are going to care, but they're not going to care, and even if they do care, forget them, right? And remember what I say to you as well, most people are focused on their own lives. They couldn't give a damn about you, right? So don't be so self-centered and not do what you need to do. Because you are, you know, still being self-centered because you're thinking, what are they going to think about me? But what makes you think they're thinking about you? What if they've got their own problems? They're not going to say anything about you. And if they are saying something about you, great. Because you know what? Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong, becoming successful in what you're doing and say, hey, you know what, thank you very much. Then when they come and say to you, you know what, we believed in you, say thank you very much, right? But deep down, they'll know in their heart and, you know, or turn them haters into supporters, no matter what it is, guys. Look, I really appreciate you being on this call. You know, if you've come on late, then you're going to have to watch the recording. But, you know, if you really received some value from it, if you really received some value from what you've heard today, guys, yeah, please comment and say, you know, yes, or, you know, comment and say anything you want, anything which you want to say. And you guys, if you got any questions right now, feel free to pop them through, but you know, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, you still play Clash Royale, bro? I don't know what that is, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, guys, you know, I really appreciate you coming on the call, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And, you know, I know that I think they're just playing up a bit. So I'll let you, you know, if you want to ask anything, if you want to say anything, feel free. I'll give you like a minute and then I'm going to be off. And yeah, I've taken the shades off because I need to cool down myself, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed that fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really appreciate that so much, man. And, you know, guys, just to let you know, I will be doing more Facebook Lives. But I don't know whether it's going to be specifically on Thursdays at 9. I'm just going to decide what day I'm going to do it. But there will be more topics. Bear in mind, this is my first one, so, you know, they're just going to get better and better and better, and I actually enjoyed it. Daddy Osama, thank you very much for being on the call, guys. You know, I really appreciate every single individual who came on this call today. And, you know, feel free to message me as well, you know, and if you ever, and guys, you know, in life, you know, I know that there's certain times in your life where, you know, you feel down and you have no one to talk to and you need a bit of advice in terms of wanting to do something and no one supporting you, you know, feel free to message me. Feel free to say to me, you know what, I'm in this dilemma, I'm in this situation, you know what, I'm not a person who judges people. You know what I'm saying? I've been there so I can relate to how you'll be feeling. And trust me, I've been there when people say that. And you know what? Good to see you too, Alex. You know, I really appreciate that. Yes, Cameron, top leaders of the goal. And you know, yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, you know. And guys, you know, as I said, thank you very much. I don't know if that's like some Japanese or anything. You want to see it in like movies and stuff. I don't know. Gratitude or whatever. I'll give you a salute, guys. And yeah, okay. So quick one. Hey Naveed, how would you motivate yourself from rough days? Asad. Okay. Amazing. Okay, yeah. FB Live in the future, right? Okay, so Asad, this is a quick one. I'll do that in a different video, hopefully. And guys, okay, in terms of having rough days, what I'll just quickly say to you is that, when you're going to have rough days in life, just make sure that you try and stay positive. But I'll do another video on that because there's some individuals who argue that, you've got to just live in the present, but some say live in the future. So there's many different, paradoxical statements, like in terms of that. So I can talk about that in another video. But what I would say is, just to just make sure that, no matter what's happening in your life, you're trying to stay positive and embracing what you have right now. Does that make sense? You might not be where you want to be. You might not be even near to where you want to be, but remember this, Rome weren't built in a day. And always look around yourself and look at and appreciate the things what you have with you right now, right? Because how you become successful and better at things is by being grateful. And the more gratitude you put out there, the more the universe, or however you want to put it, brings to you things you will be even more grateful for, right? Always appreciate what you have, whether it's food on the table, whether it's the people around you, whether it's the clothes you're wearing. Because remember, the things you got right now are things that even, having water, for example, right, is something that many people in the world don't have, right? So just keep that in mind. So look, guys, thank you very much. As I said, but the main focus of this video was to not care about what people think. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you missed it, you came on late, watch the recording, but look, I really appreciate it. And yes, Olivia, thank you very much for coming on the call as well, and give my regards, send my regards to Mark. Thank you very much, Asad. I really appreciated it. And yeah, take care, guys. Peace and love. Have an amazing evening, morning, wherever you are around the world, and take care, guys. And also, guys, feel free to write down in the comment section where you're actually watching this video from. So even when I take it off, just so I'm aware, so I can work around the timescales and stuff like that. Okay, because I know not everyone is here in the UK, but that's cool. Okay, guys, take care, peace and love, have an amazing evening. And if you didn't watch it all, watch it again. And I know a few people jumping on right now, but I'm sorry, we've got to go. Take care, guys, peace.